Hey there, this is Mrs. Williams, and this is question 8.4.C-15. It says, find the length of the stalk needed to create the shape as shown, I should say to the right. And how you want to think about this is we're going to separate this into parts. See if I can move my window down here to show you. I made the picture bigger so that you could see kind of what I'm trying to demonstrate. How this pipe would be measured is the straight pieces are measured, and they're going to be measured down the center. When it's a straight piece, though, it's easy because the side length is going to be exactly the same as the center length. So this rectangular piece right here would just be 19 centimeters long. And then the same thing over here, we can see that this is a rectangular piece, and it's telling us that this distance is 14, which will be the same as the distance down the center of the pipe. But then we have this circular piece, or this piece that's bent, and it's in the shape of a quarter circle. So they give you some measurements. If you look at the small picture, the 7 goes from, let me re-highlight that since you can't see the picture above. The 7 is from the pipe to this spot here. That's 7. And that's not quite, we need a little to do something to that, because what we have in the picture right here is a quarter of a circle. What we want is the length of this red line that goes down the middle of the bend. So that's our goal, is to find this distance of this red line. And if we picture this being a quarter of a circle, the circumference measures the distance around a circle. So we can use circumference to find this red length. The key is that we need to know the correct radius. So let's write the circumference formula down. We're going to use circumference equals 2 pi r. For a circle. Now remember that we only have a quarter of a circle, so we want to divide that by 4. We're not going all the way around the circle, only a quarter of the way around. So the real key here is to get the radius right. So from the center, we can imagine this point being the center of the circle to the edge of the circle. If we go to the red line, it's not just 7. It's 7 plus a little bit more. So they give us this distance over here. They tell us that the width of the pipe is 1 centimeter. So if we just want half of where it's going to the center of the pipe, then that radius of just the pipe itself is going to be 1/2 of a centimeter. So the radius that we put in here is going to be 7.5. So 7 from the center to the edge of the pipe, and then another 1/2 centimeter for the radius of the pipe itself. And that's how the length of pipe is measured. So now that we know that, we can plug it in and use our calculator to help us. You can put this all in your calculator at once. 2 times pi times 7.5 divided by 4, and you get 11.78, and so that is the length of that red bend right there. It's supposed to be an 11. There we go. And so now all we have to do is add 19, 11.78, and 14 together to get the total length of the pipe. And you should come up with 44.78. The directions above told us to round to the nearest tenth, so we would just round to 44.8 centimeters. I hope that helps. Let me know if you have further questions.